Hi everyone, I'm Connie from Radio Club.
Hi, I'm Nicole from Radio Club. Today, both of us will be interviewing some of the hates.
Yeah, so hope you enjoy it.
Alright, so last but not least, we'll be having Student Placement Center to give us an idea on what Student Placement Center is all about. Today we have Michael here. He will guide us along the way. And without further ado, Michael, the floor is yours. You can start from introducing yourself, what the whole center is about. Yeah, you may start.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Help University. My name is Michael, and I am actually from the Student Placement Center in Help University. So, what is the Student Placement Center? So, we are a one-stop center that will assist students to transfer from Help University to any university in UK, Australia, and New Zealand. So, what we normally do is, in case if you have any inquiries, I wonder which university to go for. What am I supposed to do? You can just come to us. We will guide you through from the inquiry phase where you can ask all the questions that you want to ask. And that also includes, but not limited to, cost of living, course, what is the course about, what university has a really good communication course, and any of that sort. Then after which you can submit your application to us, which we will then assist you in processing the application. And once we receive the offer letter, we will guide you through in layman term, of course, because there's a lot of jargons, on how to accept the offer, make the payment, what type of credits would you receive. Then if, say, for example, you feel that, hey, this is really great, then you can accept offer, make payment, and then we will guide you through with the visa, accommodation, and flight tickets as and when available. So we actually assist from A to Z, from the inquiry phase up until you have received your visa and able to start your journey in your studies in Australia, UK, or New Zealand. So that is the rough idea. If you have any further questions regarding your intention to transfer overseas, please contact us at SPC Singapore Penang China at help.edu.my, or you can call us at 2716-2000. Please look for the Student Placement Center. With that, thank you for your time. Welcome to Help University. Hope you have a great time.
It must be so overwhelming because when I first know about what Student Placement Center is all about, and of course me and two of my friends, like three of us, we have been thinking of transferring to other university because we are now in our second year, coming to our third year probably this year end. So having our first step, which is the inquiry process, is already a very overwhelming thing. Because what university, like what Micah has mentioned, there's so many different universities and all. And of course, people start asking about scholarship and all of this. So if I'm interested to know more, like maybe just the first step, is there any place that I can look for information, maybe from like social media accounts or walk in? Is there any method of contact or whatnot?
I'm glad you asked that questions. So if you're talking about social media, we are actually on Facebook. It's actually Student Placement Center. I will provide the link to the faculty in just a moment. For example, if you want to contact us through email, you can actually email us at spc@help.edu.my. I'll repeat once more. It's Singapore Penang China at help.edu.my, which will allow you to ask any questions you like. Maybe if we have a lot of emails coming in saying, oh, we want to transfer overseas. So you can just give us some details as to which course you want to go for, which university, and from there we can advise you from there. If you're talking about phone, like I mentioned, the phone number is 2716-2000 for our main line, or if you want to contact us through WhatsApp, you can just WhatsApp us. We will provide the number as and when it comes. So that's pretty much the way to reach out to us. We are also reachable through Microsoft Teams. If, say, for example, if you have Microsoft Teams, you can also contact us through chat as well. By the way, my name is Michael Huang. You can just contact me inside Teams as well. I'm more than happy to assist. Or you can contact my other colleagues, Miss Josephine Chong, Miss Yenny Chong, and as well as Miss Lian Joanne as well. So the four of us are actually part of the Student Center.
If students have any inquiry as such, can Student Placement Center lend a hand?
Definitely, because we actually are one of the experts who actually handles most of the credit transfers. So in case if you have any further questions regarding credit transfers, not only in terms of what we have listed in our articulation document, but also in terms of maybe say, for example, you want to explore other universities, feel free to contact us. We're more than happy to provide the assistance to you, because the journey to start in the credit transfer from A to Z starts right here, and we are more than happy to assist you in your journey to study abroad.
And with the current pandemic issue, they are very curious if it's still possible. Can a student placement center still help? Have you come across such questions?
Question and concern into studying abroad during the pandemic, is it? Is that
yeah, it's if the university still accept international students. Have you come across any questions or concern?
That is a very good question. Actually, a lot of universities have actually accepted international students. It just so happens that depending on countries and universities, they either will allow you entry or not. If I were to use Australia as an example, Australia currently their borders are closed, and non-Australian travelers are not allowed to enter. So anyone that's not Australian automatically do not allow entry. So what they can do is they can actually study in their home country by studying an online course. So all you need to do is to go through us. We actually will help you with the application. You pay the fee. Some universities will give a discount. If say, for example, if you go through online courses, while others, they actually charge you per subject. So it really depends from university to university. So I would say it's always good to come back to us to sort of like talk about what are some of the concerns that you have, and then from there we'll find out a solution for you, because we are a one-stop center that also does assist in ensuring that you are able to study abroad. So that I hope that actually answers the question. If you have any other questions, also feel free to ask.
So if we were allowed to go back to university, where can we find or where can we get the details, or where are the offices for Student Placement Center?
Okay, because we have two offices actually. The first office is in the Subang 2 campus. It's located in the Customer Marketing Department Lounge. The second one is in Wisma ELM level 5. You can just find us. If say, for example, if you're not so sure where we are, you can always ask the receptionist in level 5 to be able to assist you in coming over. So once again, it's either Subang 2 Customer Marketing Department, or you can come over to Wisma ELM at level 5. We're more than happy to welcome each and every one of you if we're able to. Yeah.
So if like when students have like the their interest, maybe in UK or New Zealand, some university. So any material or information they need to like prepare before they go to the to find you.
Okay, that is indeed a very good question. So normally what we do is we do a thing called a collaborative relationship, where we actually ask you like, what are some of the universities you want to go for? That would allow us to be able to advise you what documents you require. So if we're talking about required documents, for UK you require high school transcript, pre-U transcript, current degree transcript. You also need a personal statement and a recommendation letter for some universities. So it's always good to come back to us to find out what are the required documents so that we're able to advise better. For New Zealand, you do not need to provide a recommendation letter or a personal statement per se. So that's the only difference between the two. So in case if you feel like, oh my gosh, I feel so overwhelmed, I have studies and I deal with this, what am I going to do? Oh, panic. Actually, what you can do is you can just come to us. We're more than happy to remind you to provide some information as to how to proceed with your application. So again, you do not need to worry too much about your the process to study abroad, because if you do try to do it yourself, you will get the biggest headache of trying to figure out what to do. So we're more than happy to give you some updates, some information, some possible guidelines to be able to assist you in your journey to study abroad. So I hope that answers your question. Just feel free to ask if you need more.
That's cool. So let's just say this student want to start studying abroad in their year 2 or year 3. When should they approach, or is it okay if they approach even though they are fresh, like a freshman, like maybe first year?
Well, that's a good question. Let me see. If you are a fresh grad, you just enter into your first semester, which by the way, welcome to Hope Once More. You can actually come and see us immediately to sort of like find out what the universities that's being offered and what kind of universities would you like to go for, which course you want to take. If say for example, if you are currently in your second year and you want to explore on maybe say where would you like to go for your final year, you can also approach us as well. So generally, we require students to apply about 6 months before the intended intake, specifically because it's much easier for you to be able to not only get your offer letter much earlier, which by the way, the moment you get your offer letter, it should be set. You just need to make sure that you fulfill the requirements. You can also ensure that you do not need to have the biggest headache of wondering when is my offer letter going to be out. One of the concerns that the students may have is that, oh my gosh, I don't know whether I'm able to be accepted. Oh my gosh, I don't know if this is going to happen. It's this valid? It is a lot of things, and can I make it in time for it if you would? Because if you were to apply rather late, maybe say for example, if you want to go for February intake but you apply in December, it's going to be very hectic. So it's better for you to apply 6 months earlier. Even if you say for example you want to apply in your first semester, if you're taking 1+2, that's also fine as well. But if say for example if you're doing 2+1 after your first year of studies, that's also fine as well. If you want to take masters, you can actually apply at the start of your third year as well, so that at least you do not need to worry about what may come, or maybe say for example, oh my gosh, I have a lot of overwhelming things. At least you got that out of the way, because we will be assisting you in the not backside actually, is the whole administrative part of it, so that you'll be able to get more information about it.
All right. So I have one question. So what's the opening hours?
The opening hours for our Student Placement Center is from 9 o'clock until 5:30 p.m. So we are reachable not only in terms of WhatsApp, but we are also reachable in our office as well. So just feel free to come by. We actually are very warm. We can give you a warm welcome and treat you as guests, definitely.
Before we end this session, Michael, do you have anything you'd like to say to the newcomers?
Oh, okay. One thing I love about the whole thing is that I'm able to speak to newcomers. Newcomers are fun. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm older than you, so I get to say that. So welcome to Help University. I actually am a Help student myself. I studied psychology and I've graduated from psychology. I understand that the journey to start your degree is a huge one, because you just started from high school, then in terms of the foundation, aka diploma and whatnot, and now you're here in a university. A university setting can be a bit scary for a lot of people, but don't worry. If you were to have an open mind and talk to many different types of people you meet, even your course mates, you would definitely be able to have a wonderful experience in university. Always feel free to join the co-curricular activities or clubs. Feel free to join many other things like maybe Toastmasters or many other things. Also feel free to talk to your to your course mates and also to your seniors, which will enable you to get more information about the course itself. And finally, never ever forget to have as much fun as possible, learning as much as possible. And of course, if you get internship, that's also great as well. So with that, I believe that should be it from me. I just want to welcome everyone once again to Help University. I do hope that you have a great time. And if you want to study abroad, just feel free to come and approach us. More than happy to provide that assistance to you. And we wish you all the best in your studies, in life, and also as a whole. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Michael.
No worries.
Yeah.
No worries.
Thank you so much for your time. So if you're interested, definitely go to their Facebook page, which is Student Placement Center. You can contact them via Microsoft Teams, WhatsApp. It's great that now there's technology. You can just connect via technology, like all of this thing, and also walk-in is also welcome. So that's all from us. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
See you
We hope to see you soon.
So that's all from us. Thank you for your time. If you have any inquiries, feel free to approach all of the heads that we have interviewed earlier.